Hello, good ladies and gentlemen of the internet. We're here to talk about some things, and here with me on tonight's awesomeness is.
Sam?
No.
Well, somebody's got some grump in their pants.
He's ruining my Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas is ruined.
Thanks,
We know who the
Josh.
Grinch is.
We'll try again,
Yep.
shall we? I'm Sam.
So anyways, yeah, he's Sam. I'm Alec.
Wow.
I'm taking a drink.
Oh my
Hi,
god.
taking a drink. Nice to meet you. How are you? Have we met before?
Yes,
You're
several
not
times.
you're not a dad. You
Oh.
can't make dad jokes.
I can shave my beard off and go with the dad stash again. I'll be a dad.
There we go.
Pedo
But he
stash.
might have. But we might have children somewhere in the world.
Maybe.
That's true.
Yay! Christmas. How's it going?
Jingle the bells.
Oh, the
I'm
holiday-
excited for it.
You
Me
can
too.
tell.
No, hey, I decorated my computer.
What did you put on it?
Don't make me
Well,
laugh
it's-
much.
Well, I'm one of those fools that wasted money on an Alienware desktop. And it's got the changing lights, so they change from red to green.
Nice.
My keyboard does the same thing. My keyboard is currently like half green, half red.
Well, there we go. Computer Christmas for everyone.
Mine just has a blue light. It's just blue.
I should put a Christmas desktop on my computer.
Dabba dee dabba die.
Dabba-dee-dabba-da.
So Alec has the Hanukkah computer.
Yep.
Isn't blue the Hanukkah color?
Maybe.
I know red, white, and blue is the color of freedom. Anyway,
America.
America.
So, what has everyone been playing recently? Anything good?
I've been playing stuff and things.
Care to elaborate?
I've heard about stuff
don't
and
know.
things. It got a 9.5 on Metacritic. Kotaku said Stuff and Things was better than Civ 5 with the Brave New World pack.
Well, do you remember what X-Play said about it?
They didn't
They didn't
exist
give us-
anymore.
They didn't give us enough money. 2 out of 5.
All the way, Monday through Friday.
Oh, God.
Let's
If I
see.
get us sued, I'm sorry.
Let's see. I've played quite a few stuff and things the last few days. Let's see. Let's start with today. Today, I did not play any Final Fantasy XIV, which is kind of unusual, but I just didn't feel like logging on to it. I've been playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations because I stopped playing that a long time ago, and I'm finally going to finish it. I'm really enjoying it, of course. Played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII last night just because I want to go through the PC version and actually complete it. And then it crashed on me,
No.
which was a lot of fun. Right now, I am playing this free game, free to play, that just came out called Devilian, sorry. Which is a action MMORPG. Kind of plays like Diablo and a little bit of more modern MMOs also. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. Played some Smash Brothers yesterday. And I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 5. So yeah.
All kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Shush. Kept myself waiting.
I have been playing. What have I been playing? I played a little bit of Batman, Arkham Knight. 14, obviously. What else have I been playing? I downloaded the Shadow Complex HD collection, well HD remake for free on PC at the moment. So that's pretty cool.
Oh,
it was
right,
just
that was
edition.
free.
I think
It's
it is
still
still
free.
free at the moment.
Through December.
I always wanted to play it, but because it was on Xbox, I never did get to play it. I remember back in whenever it came out, like 2012, they're like, "Yeah, we'll bring a PC version out." Never did until just now. Apparently, it's also coming to Xbox One and PS4, I think, later on.
I think after it's done being free, right?
I think
that,
so. Yeah,
that was their plan was.
yeah. And
It's-
also
I don't know,
think they're working on a sequel too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I heard about it during the Game Awards, but it's been a while since that happened.
Oh, the Game Awards.
So I played that. That's very Metroidvania style kind of thing.
You gotta curl up in a ball and drop bombs out of your ass.
Not quite that much, yeah, Metroid. No, you just get your different ability, like different guns, and you can throw grenades, and
Call of Duty,
it's kind of there's cyborgs and robots to fight. That's always fun.
Terminator.
Yes,
No!
all of those things are correct.
Predator.
A little bit of Destiny. I finally tried the Sparrow Racing last night. That's kind of fun.
Sparrow Kart.
What do they call it? Sparrow Kart.
Sparrow Kart.
So yeah, that's all for me really.
Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, and Fallout 4. My fairly generic game I play all the time. Yeah, that's it for me. It's nothing spectacular. I mean, I guess I kind of fell into peer pressure with Fallout 4 and caved and finally bought it, but
you like it though.
Yeah, it's been pretty enjoyable so far. I mean, it kind of it's weird because I don't understand a lot of the terms and things in the game, but that's probably because this is the first Fallout I've ever played. I mean, I knew the basic things. I knew what the Brotherhood of Steel was. I knew the Death Claws because they're cool as hell. And I knew the basic stuff super mutants and ghouls, and that's about the base of what I knew. Yeah, that's that. Cool. Exciting, I know, right?
How's Black Ops 3?
Oh, lots of, kids apparently going at it with my mother.
I'm gonna binge your mother over tonight, and I'm gonna. What do you do again?
Got into an epic spawn trap recently, and the kid had to send me messages telling me he was repoting me to
Repoting.
Is he gonna get you? Is he gonna get you suspended from the Play Network?
I bet he
My
told his
dad
mama.
works for Steam.
my dad works for Sony Vision or Sony Vision. He'll get you banned. But nah, the kid sent me a message and literally he spelled reporting REPOTTING, repotting.
I'm gonna repot you with my pod.
What am I, a shrub? I think the correct term is scrub, but not scrub.
Look at all these shrubs being terrible at my gom.
Oh god.
Reminds me on
shrubs.
Xbox Live. Xbox Live, a guy sent me a message and said, "You're a bictha."
What?
Sorry.
A bictha.
Is it a new and improved Bic lighter?
Maybe. I don't know. Well, he had all the letters for bitch. He just didn't know how to put them in the right order. So I was a bictha.
Type it wrong.
I wanted to type very angrily. That's showing my anger.
Was it all in caps?
That's the only way that you can express that you're angry is if you misspell stuff.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he didn't say you're a bictha. He said a bictha.
Oh, people.
Yeah, that's one thing I kind of enjoy. Maybe it's just because I thrive on people's anger and sadness, but it's one of the best things. Just all the hate mail you get for stupid shit in FPS games.
Yeah, well, it's the same reason I like to get good with the cute characters in fighting games. Because you play against these guys who are all I have to pick the cool super ninja badass guy, and then you pick someone like Lila from Darkstalkers or Marie Rose, and then whoop their ass, and they're like, hee hee, I beat you. And they get fucking rage.
Whoa. That sounds like me. I picked the most like ripped looking dude ever that looks like he's done nothing but just inject steroids straight into his muscles for like 30 straight years, and then like get beat by someone who looks like she can hardly lift up a pencil. It irritates me. It's like
Yeah, that
I should have just like punched you and you should have exploded.
Bruh,
that
do
would
you
be
even
Marie Rose.
lift?
She's crazy tiny. I still need to get better at that game though before I can actually start doing it.
What game is this?
Dude,
Dead or Alive 5, last round.
Yeah,
I still want to get that.
It's fun.
Well, I have 4, I think. Maybe it's 3, maybe 2. I don't remember. I have one of them.
Maybe to be on the maybe to be on the PlayStation sale,
the Play Network sale.
the Play Network sale.
Are they having another sale?
Yeah,
Well, they're having a Christmas one over here at the moment.
Steam Holiday Sale's getting ready to start.
they didn't really have anything good the last time I checked. I mean, they have there's like a nice deal for Grand Theft Auto at the moment. If you want Grand Theft Auto 5, you get Grand Theft Auto 5 and like $5 million of
Sorry.
in-game currency for like
Oh,
$35.
I heard the fun, please.
Amber lamps.
So we might get a guest appearance of the Rage
Choo-choo.
Train here in about an hour because it's
I mean, we
about
already
that
got fun
time.
police coming.
No, the
I mean-
the ambulance has been and gone.
But I haven't said anything offensive yet.
if they're preparing.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it now, like there's Grand Theft Auto 5 is like 50% off, Evolve is like 60% off, The Escapists, and then Journey and the God of War remastered and whatnot. Other than that, like I don't like recognize any of these games. I guess the Telltale collection's on there too, but that's about all I really see at the moment.
Yeah, the only remaster game I bought lately was well, not remaster, the Steam version of FF7. They put it on PSN.
And how was that?
HD. Yeah, it's Final Fantasy 7. It's HD Lego edition. It's the same game I've played through 10 times before. Except this time I'm getting points for playing it, or trophies or whatever.
Well, the trophy's relatively hard to get. Like,
No.
I think
No.
you wanna-
No.
They are the dumbest achievement / trophies that I've ever seen.
The
I mean,
only
they're the same ones as the Steam ones, but yeah, they're just
the only trophy that, because I think I wasn't paying attention to it at first. It'll just require me another playthrough. It's just getting the Barrett date. Every other trophy I can get one playthrough.
Oh.
Yeah, but to get the Barrett date, you kind of have to be like a dick to every female in the game.
And have Barrett in your party most of the time?
Barrett in your party most of the time, and then pick certain phrases that either are about him or to him. But when I was already
check out
kind of
him
like,
first and talk to him first and stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was already kind of like, I was outside of Midgar by the time I realized that was a trophy.
Well, one of the trophies that I'm really is Master Materia. It's like technically all you have to do is just beat Emerald Weapon, and there you go.
Yeah,
And Emerald
they're
Weapon's-
easy.
Emerald Weapon's the hardest one in the game, but he's still a puss.
Is the I win the game button still there? The one that maxes out all your stats, like on the Steam version, for people who
Yes.
just want to story.
Yeah, for people that hate video games and don't like to play them, you can push down both sticks and you get the Steam PC cheats. You can crank your levels up. You can speed up the game 3 times.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I move the ATB in the menu. Like I move the ATB all the way to fast, so the battles go faster. But that's like the end. I've played it like that since the first time I played it.
Exactly. Because you're
Yeah.
like, I don't want it to sit. I don't want to wait 30 seconds between moves.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of, I've played this game a lot. this game I can handle, a sped up ATB.
Oh,
But
yeah.
3 times speed, that just, yeah. I think it's not long before the easy mode in video games is just replaced with movie mode.
What the game
Like,
plays itself.
Yeah, basically, like, I've also, I picked up Final Fantasy 7 HD. I also picked up The Witcher 3 because it was on sale. Like, I'd watched Zach, my roommate, play it for hours before he moved in here. And I'm like, this game looks so good. I want to play this. But I want to wait to get my own copy. Or my own whatever. So I got it in the sale. That and Transformers Devastation, which is great.
That's
It's a platinum game.
Yeah, it's like beat 'em up kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Bayonetta with Transformers with the original voice cast, so
Nice.
it made me nerd out. But yeah, it has bullet time. If you dodge, you get witch time from Bayonetta.
Sweet.
But no, Witcher 3 it has like it has the difficulty modes, and like the easy one it says I'm just here for the story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
So pretty soon it's gonna be like it's just gonna say movie mode, and the description will just be like, "Ew, yuck, games are gross. Just show me cutscenes, bruh."
Tales of
Just go fucking buy a movie.
Tales of Zestiria had something like that from memory. Like I don't remember. I played it on normal myself, but one of the modes from memory, like all the enemies had seriously reduced HP and stats, while your dudes remained the same. But
So
what was
fucking
stupid is
boring.
like the one thing that doesn't make sense about this difficulty thing to me, and I really hope they change it like this in the next one, is in this one, if you crank up the difficulty to the maximum level, you get reduced EXP and money drop, but you get increased item drops.
Oh.
So it's good for like farming items, but terrible for EXPing. And if you turn the game down on the lowest setting, that's the best for grinding EXP and money, but you don't get as many item drops.
Can you change it on the fly or?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Weird.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like again, like I mentioned, I also got Transformers Devastation. I've beaten it twice already. I beat it with Grimlock, which is hilarious because so like the game is like really fast paced and it has like fast sections where you have to like if you're another Transformer, you're driving through it or you have to chase a bad guy. But Grimlock is a T-Rex. He's not a car. So
Grimlock,
he ends up running super fast, but he like waddles while flailing his little T-Rex arms.
That's how he
And I'm
was in the
like,
cartoon as well.
yeah, no, it completely exactly like the old cartoon. It's great. But no, I put it so I beat it I beat it with Grimlock and I beat it with Bumblebee. And I started a new game with Wheeljack, trying to like just play as all the characters cuz it's relatively short. And just I'm like, I'm just going to put it on easy mode this time, the scout mode because I've already beaten it on warrior or whatever. And it's like I know it's a weird thing to complain about, but it's too easy. Like I'm going like the next time I pop it on, I'm gonna change the difficulty back to either warrior or try the harder difficulty. I think it's called leader or something because this is just it's like they fall over and die for me.
Yeah.
Are we talking like, Dynasty Warriors easy or worse than Dynasty Warriors easy?
We're talking like um the man on fire from Metal Gear Solid 5. Like if he broke into your house and he was gonna fight you and your only defense was throwing ice cubes at him.
And you still won.
Yeah. Basically you become the man on fire. And everyone and all the other and the Decepticons are ice cubes.
Well, since we were talking about Final Fantasy VII, we might as well jump into that. So everyone saw watched the PlayStation, well, some of the PlayStation experience anyway.
Nope.
Well, you saw the Final Fantasy VII remake trailer, so you saw
Yeah,
a
but I
small,
didn't.
you
I
saw a
didn't
small
watch it.
piece of the PlayStation experience.
I was at work anyway, so.
I watched a few bits and pieces from it, but yeah, I mean the big thing is obviously the Final Fantasy VII remake, and the fact that it's multiple somethings. Like they haven't said if they're going to sell it in multiple parts or if it's just going to be in multiple parts in one bundle. Or
They've said episodic. I know Jamie. I was talking to her last night, and she mentioned something about how it's going to be like they're talking about selling them individually and then selling a bundle. I mean, if the episode, I'm just gonna say my opinion, get it out of the way real quick. If it's like disc 1 is episode 1, disc 2 is episode 2, and disc 3 is episode 3, with none of the content from the original Final Fantasy VII cut, and they do it that way to keep everything in the game, I'm cool with that. I'll buy it, take my money, fine. But if it's like episode 20, episode 10, and I'm just getting to Costa del Sol, no.
They really need to like specify it a bit more. Like how are they going to do it? Because if they're being extremely vague. And from what I'm thinking is maybe they're doing that to judge what everyone's reaction is, and then they'll do If they're like, oh, nobody likes the fact that we might release it in multiple, in like small chunks, throughout the years and years, we'll try and put it all in one. Or people, they might be like, oh, people don't mind too much, so we will do that.
To be honest, I feel like that they are going to throw Crisis Core and Advent Children into it.
Well, that was the other thing. It's like, are they actually going to remake all the one? Maybe they'll even throw some sort of Advent Children thing in there too.
Yep.
Or mention Deep Ground. Have subtle hints to them. The enemies from. I think I'm the only person that played Dirge of Cerberus, right, in the world.
Well,
No,
I
I
played it,
half
but
of
I
it,
haven't
but
beat
I
it.
can't remember. They really need. Yeah, I hope there is some sort of HD remake of that because I would like to actually play it all the way through.
Might get put in that buy your PS2 games again for $15 and get
Yeah,
trophies.
I don't know though. The whole episodic thing bothers me a little bit, but that's just because I'm like, I feel in a way almost kind of like insulted by it. It's like you're selling me an incomplete like game. What are you fucking clowns even doing? Like that's how I look at the whole thing. It's like
It's weird coming. Well, I mean, Square Enix they owned the company that made Life is Strange, and that was episodic, but that was more of a telltale episodic kind of thing.
Yeah,
and fine and dandy. It works for Telltale. It shouldn't be a thing everywhere else. It's like, is this going to be like a trend? Because if you remember right, for a while there, everyone tried to grab that community that they couldn't have because those people didn't play but one or two types of games. And then that blew up in everyone's face that tried to grab whatever. I'll just say it. You remember when all the gaming companies tried to grab the Call of Duty community?
Yep.
And even the Activision reps were like, yeah, we hate to break it to you, but like our quote unquote fan base typically only plays Call of Duty and maybe a sports game.
Yeah.
Well,
they're also
what
doing
I brought
a thing
up with Den.
sorry.
Sorry, but
No, okay.
what I brought up with Den was the people that are actually working on the 7 remake are the same people that actually brought out Dot Hack, the Dot Hack series.
Yeah, CyberConnect too. I mean, that would make me nice. Like if it were an episodic thing, do it kind of like am I the only person here who played the GU trilogy?
I played one of them.
maybe
It
I
was like
haven't
the
touched.
first game.
Never played them.
Basically, if you've watched I think it's like the Dot Hack anime and then the manga. If you're in the manga, it basically spanned out through 3 different full-length games. And you just kind of picked up where the first one left off, so you pretty much followed the entire series through 3 games. Like, yeah. That's basically it.
Like the one I played I think it was one of the original ones, and it was the first part in a 3-part, but that first part was like, I think it took me like 30 plus hours to get through it.
Yeah,
right.
So it was still pretty long.
I don't know. Like I said, if they're trying to keep all the content in the game, like it's like, oh well, normally in Final Fantasy VII, when you got to this part, there'd be this, like, oh, the girl blows the whistle for the dolphin, and then a monster shows up, and then you have to give her CPR. In order to make room and get the game out faster, we're gonna just take out that boss fight. We're gonna take out that whole thing. If they're doing it just to like make sure everything that was in the original 7 is in this one, I'm pretty cool with it. But at the same time, replaying 7 after so many years, playing the PS4 HD or whatever, a lot of the game is kind of retarded. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good game and everything, but it's like you get to the beach and Hojo's there in his lab coat getting a suntan.
That's right. And you got to talk to him. He's like, I don't want to talk to you.
And then he like mumbles to go west.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know, just replaying. It's like, okay, when I was in high school, this seemed kind of, just cool or whatever, but now it's like, it's silly. There are very silly parts.
Well, I know they've actually said that they want to try and not only have all the original stuff, but also more on top of. Like, from what they've been saying, it sounds like you might be able to explore either most or all of Midgar, rather than just the small parts that we saw in the actual game.
That would be cool.
You can go to all the sectors and do stuff. That might be like a hub or something where you can do some side quests and pick up some random cool things at the
Hey,
same
people
time.
that hated on 13, Final Fantasy 7 did it too.
Yeah, I always find it funny when people praise 7 and then complain about like 13 or other games, other Final Fantasy games being linear. And I'm like, oh, okay. You just got out of the Mithril Cave. Explore the world map. Well, I can't explore the world map. No, to do it. Go to Bone Village. Do it. I can only go to Junin. Oh, all right. Well, explore it after that. Well, then I have to go to in the mountains. Okay, well then go to another part of the game. Then go to Wutai. Skip the rest of it and go to Wutai. Well, no, I have to go to Gold Saucer. Like really? You have to follow
Well,
a
even,
straight line.
even going back to Mithril Caves. Hey, explore the Mithril Caves. Oh yeah, there's a path.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's probably because we
There-
didn't know any better at the time.
yeah. Like I will say that 13 is extremely linear, but 7 has its linear parts as well.
Yep.
I mean, the name of Final Hallway 13 is justified. It is hallways.
At least they rectified it. They rectified it later on, and then they made it worse. Well, they went in completely the opposite direction in the last one.
Hey,
Just need
if
to get the rest of the story in here, so here, just go at it.
if putting lightning in an outfit that shows off her coin slot is wrong, I don't want to be right. That means the top of the butt crack, people. Doesn't mean vagina.
Uh-huh.
Plumber crack there. No, it's the little mage outfit, like the ones that do like increased blizzard damage or lightning damage. The little, like blue and pink and yellow bikinis. Yeah, if you ever play the game again, put them on. You can see the little. She's got a little plumber crack.
I'm surprised they didn't censor it.
Which that's another thing I was thinking of. I really hope that Square Enix pokes fun at themselves because they have confirmed that cross dressing is going to stay in the game.
Yep.
And when you get the wig from Big Bro, it's you can either get a blonde wig, a regular wig, or a dyed wig. I hope that they make like the dyed wig look exactly like Lightning's hair,
That'd be
just
funny.
to poke fun,
So
just
we
to poke
want-
fun at
So we
themselves.
want Cloud cross dressing and Barrett in a sailor suit.
Yes.
No. The Red 13 in the sailor suit, doing his little. I can't
Oh,
stand
that's
up,
right,
but I'm
yeah.
gonna do it.
Was he?
Yeah,
I
his
thought he
little-
was in the Shinra suit.
He's
Shinra
in
outfit.
he's in
But
the Shinra outfit.
either way, I mean, the fact that he's just dancing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, and then he says like, because I just got through that part a couple days ago. He's like, I'd say I'd pass for a human pretty well, and then he turns around and his tail sticking out.
That's right.
The early origins of Mithra
Yeah.
or Mikote, whatever you call him now.
But no,
Generic
I mean,
cat girls.
Worst race in the game.
Well, actually, there's one worse, but you know.
Lalafells are
Falafels.
the fucking worst.
Yeah,
Damn potato people.
potato people.
The fact that we have to deal with one now,
Oh yes.
so terrible.
Okay.
Anyway,
But,
that's most of my piece on the 7 remake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold out a little hope. Gonna try not to be too pessimistic.
I mean,
I'm not
wrapping-
gonna be pessimistic about it at all until they're like, "Hey, we're doing this with it," and then I'm gonna be like, "Oh!"
I mean, on my end, from what they've been saying, is it sounds like even if it's going to be episodic, it sounds like the main reason they're going to do it is so we don't have to wait until like 2020 for it to come out. So at least at this rate, we might get one next year. You know, we might get say up until even if it was the first disc, it'd be like, hey, here's the first disc's worth of content. You're like, cool. When's the next one coming out? 6 to 8 months from now. You'd be like, okay, cool.
I
Yeah.
still say
It wouldn't-
it's gonna
I wouldn't be-
be
if they're-
2017
If
because
they,
that is the 20-year anniversary, January 31st.
yeah, that makes sense. But actually, if they're planning to make Midgar a full city, then you can explore everything in Midgar. I wouldn't be surprised if the first episode is just everything in Midgar and getting out of Midgar, and then it's like you beat the rolling spike robot flamethrower guy, whatever it's called, to be continued.
Because how much? Because that was a good 15 to 20 hours there.
No, no, it's like,
I mean, the first time I played it through, it seemed like really long.
well, yeah, I guess if you're horrible at games, but no, it's generally like 2.
Is it? No, it's longer than that because you've got.
No.
I got to it in my first time just kind of going blind. I got to that part in, I want to say, 5-6 hours.
Let me log out my game here, and I'll start it up and tell you exactly how long it took me to get out of there.
Well, you've got the two. You've got the two.
I know-
The two reactors that you blow up. You've got all the stuff with Eris.
Well, but by the time I'm at Meredith's house, I always save. Every time I do a playthrough, I always like stop there for whatever. I don't know why. It's like, okay, I've started the game. I always stop at Aerith's house before I have to sneak out and take her home and then do the cross-dressing thing. I'm usually am there within an hour and 14 minutes.
Jeez. That's just speed running it.
No, I'm. It's called being good, Sam.
It's
called
something you
being
should
Because you've still
try.
got the entire Shinra building after that.
Or it's called that I had the game on PC because I didn't have a PS1 and the PC version kept crashing. So I've played through the first part of Final Fantasy VII so many goddamn times, counting a PSP playthrough, a PS3 playthrough.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just I know where everything.
All right.
That part is ingrained into me.
Okay, so my time actually says 7 hours and 13 minutes, but I think it's because I did a lot of fucking around.
Yeah,
And
and I
when
know
I mean a lot, I mean a lot.
And I know if on Steam, it probably if you leave it running in the background, still count time. I know if you leave it running on the PlayStation 4 and then you push the PlayStation button, like to just kind of like exit out of the game, but the game's still running in the background, the clock will continue to count down.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So well, we're all slightly optimistic about it by the sound of it.
I'm very optimistic about it, bitch.
Yeah,
Just as long as I
80-20.
don't have weird stuff happen and then the game crash.
All right. Well, that's that tidied up. What else was the
Well-
PlayStation? Unless someone's got something else to say about it.
What I was just gonna say real quick is, or just real quick is, with that wrapped up, I'm gonna head out of here because I gotta go.
Okay.
I got stuff I gotta take care of.
All right.
So
We will.
I'll
hold the
see
fort
everybody.
down.
Yep, I'll see everybody next episode. Or
The
probably
voice
see
of
Sam
reason
soon.
is leaving. No.
The voice of reason. Yeah, right before every podcast. Josh, say all those horrible things that you say about people so you don't say them on air.
All right, dude. All right. Merry Christmas and all that fun stuff.
Yep. Catch you
Later,
guys
bruh.
later.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. Now we can talk all the shit about him.
Teacher, I have to go too. My cat just stole my car and lit the grocery store on fire, and
Oh,
he's
that's a
conspiring with the goldfish to take over the world. I gotta go. Bye. I'm gone.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody, but I'm gone.
All right. Are you gone?
So, about them
Obviously
spoats.
What else? I mean, the other thing I was excited for was Psychonauts 2. Psylights. Did you guys ever play Psychonauts?
Nope.
Nope.
It looked too
You
weird.
should.
I
It's
played
actually really
Scribble
good.
Knots.
That's also good, but it was not in the PlayStation experience. No, it was sort of back in the time when sort of actiony platformer games were on the way out. So I think that's why it didn't sell very well.
Is that the one where you have to go into like people's minds
Yeah.
and get their memories and whatnot? I've seen plays of it, but I've never played it myself.
It's pretty good actually, and it's got the guy who voiced Zur. No, fuck, what was his name?
Sure.
Yeah, no, Zim. Invader Zim.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy who voices Invader Zim is the voice of the main guy in Psychonauts.
You know, if I want to hear him, all I have to do is go to Target and listen to the stupid
Do.
Skylanders thing.
Is he in that too?
Yeah.
Ah. I don't know. That sounds pretty cool. It is. They're doing a. What's his name? Tim Schafer is doing a. It's not on Kickstarter, but it's a Kickstarter kind of thing. Basically,
Patron?
it's like. It's called like Fig. It's a
Oh.
new one. He wants like
Fund our shit. It should be like Fuss.
$3.5 million for it.
They should call it Fuss. Fund our shit.
Yeah.
Or Fuss.
Frost.
Fund our shit.
But no, I mean, there's that. I don't know if I'll kickstart it or whatever. I'll buy it when it comes out though, probably.
Yeah, you guys know more about the PlayStation experience than I do because the only thing I cared about was Final
Those were the
Fantasy
two
VII,
big
so-
things that I saw. There was a lot of VR stuff. I'm like, VR, all right, cool.
I kind
Okay,
of
we're
was-
going back to 1995.
I was kind of chilling on the couch watching it, and I more or less like fell asleep at some point through it. But I have them both recorded, so I'm just gonna go back and rewatch them at some point.
To be
Pardon me.
honest, and this is just me probably being like biased, the Game Awards were probably more exciting,
Probably.
especially since oh, we're at Konami. Kojima no be here because we hate him.
God.
Kiefer Sutherland, get up there. Go accept the award.
Oh.
And then that like eulogy or whatever to Mr. Iwata.
That was
Can-
sad.
Can't a man eat Arby's in peace?
Oh, there you are.
Oh.
This is our good friend here, Devin.
Yeah, the special guest Devin. Hello, Devin.
Hey, did you bring me
Hello.
anything home?
No,
Why not, jerk?
because I made some for me, myself, and I.
Wow, you selfish jerk.
Fair
Yep.
Well, guys, hey,
Okay.
ask your sister if I can borrow some of her makeup so that it runs while I cry. That you didn't bring me any Arby's.
I'll get right on that.
Devin, say hello
Alright.
to the internet.
Well, hello, internet.
There we go. So we lost Josh, but we gained Devin.
It's a valuable trade.
We've just
Maybe
been talking
now.
about we talked about the Final Fantasy VII remake already.
Maybe now our
do you
videos
have
won't
any
need to get
thoughts
censored.
really quickly?
Well, I only have one thing to say about it. I hope they don't mess it up. That's it.
Are you okay with it being an action-based game?
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I'll give
they
it a
said
try.
The ATB is there, kind of.
I think it'll be action based, but at the same time, it'll be kind of turn based.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Looks like
If
to me, it looked
anything's
like-
better than 13.
True.
Because
mean,
you
to
will
me,
be
it
able to
looked kinda
switch
like-
between your party members.
To me, it looks sort of like Type 0 in a sense.
See, I'd be okay with that because I like to be able to switch through the characters the way that was.
I think they're also trying to do a little bit of 15 as well.
My bad.
Game's a myth.
No, it's
It's a myth.
it's
It's a
half half of the game
It's
is
a myth.
done. Half the game.
The
is
game's
done.
done. It is
Yeah, the
pretty
game's
You can
done.
play
done.
through it. Half of it is like fully completed. To
The story's completed.
no, let's say it's like half. You can play halfway through and everything's there. That's just the last half is not all assets and stuff are not there.
Nah, I mean, me and Slade browsed over an article somewhere that said like the story is pretty much done. The story is
Well, according
done.
to Twitter, all they're doing now is just drawing pictures and watching TV.
Yep.
Because that's all the pictures I've seen is them like sitting in front of a monitor and then like pictures of them drawing.
They're doodling and YouTubing.
Well, we'll
Yep.
find out in March next year because that's when they're going to announce the release date.
It'll be like the week after.
And before the
guys.
release date is 2025.
No.
Oh my god. We wanted the roundup number.
Just freeze me until then.
Telling you that game's a myth until I actually see it on a store shelf.
Alright.
Like that game's only been in production since I've been in like 7th grade.
Next year. It's coming next year.
Yeah, no. Forgive my jaded, biased outlook, but until I see that game either in my hands or on a store shelf, it's a myth.
All right, fair enough. All right. Video Game Awards. That was a thing. That went bad, actually. I watched some of it.
The awards were good, but what went on was bad.
Yeah.
Bad for everything in the industry.
There was bads and sads and ones that you had.
Nobody
There
likes
were
Konami
bads and sads and a little rad.
Also, cavemen.
Ook ook.
So, no, I mean, there wasn't. Yeah, they're like, oh, world premiere. It's like, well, we knew most of the stuff was coming out anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was Psychonauts 2. I'm really bad, sorry, my apologies. Psychonauts 2 was announced at the Video Game Awards, not at the PlayStation Experience. There's a VR thing coming out for PlayStation based on Psychonauts.
Oh
Okay.
boy. I want more VR.
I cleared that
It's
up.
not even actually out and I'm already sick of it.
Don't flame me in the comments, please. I fixed it.
The three people.
No, actually do flame me if you will. What else was the Video Game Awards?
Charbroil or propane?
If you don't have propane, then you are nothing but lame. So says the king of the hill.
I thought that was going to be from there. Yeah, I mean, I agreed with most of the awards. They seemed fairly, although the friggin' Game of the Year and Developer of the Year, that they were the same. It's like, wow, you've just given the same company the same, pretty much 2 awards.
There are a lot of things that I was just kind of like, I don't know if I agree with that, but at the same time, I don't have something that would be better. A lot of stuff came out this year, but at the same time, I was just kind of like, what did come out this year?
I was going to say, how much of it can you actually remember?
Most of the games that I'm actually playing are like last year.
So yeah, they were cool. I'm glad that they stopped with the, what did it used to be called? VGX or whatever.
It's always been the Spike Video Game
There we go.
Awards.
Yeah, I'm glad that they stopped that bit because that bit, yeah, though that version of it was pretty bad.
But I liked watching it on Spike.
Now it's all nothing but cops.
Cops is a virus, man.
Well, they just
Mhm,
call
they
it
killed
Cops Channel or
G4.
something.
It like started on Fox like 9 o'clock on Saturday nights, and then it just kind of spread around the network.
Which station can we put it on now? Put it on the kids one. Okay.
Put it on the one that used to show technical stuff.
No, never forget X Play.
All the way Monday through Friday.
We never forget X Play. We always harp on it.
I did that very same thing, Devin. I did that very same
We never
thing.
had anything like that over here.
It was like what? X Play, Cheat was another funny one to watch.
I just like doing this.
Depending on the cheat, there's like different versions of cheat.
I'm trying to think. There was X Play. Cheat was the thing. Is there another one? Attack of the Show? No.
Yeah, Attack of Show was one, but I only watched X Play and Cheat till Cheat got canceled and X Play got canceled.
And everybody cheered.
Now, if you like look on G4 right now, all you see is like a monitor of what it used to be. It's like in black and white and stuff, unless they changed it.
I don't even. To be honest, I don't know with my cable package if I actually have G4.
I thought they changed the name of it. I thought it was like
Yeah, Squire.
Yeah, but it
Esquire
even
channel or
it didn't even like last the Esquire channel. Like it's completely gone.
something. It's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
it's like
of what they had, Spike picked up from memory. Spike is like the new dude channel. And by dude channel, we mean cops. Lots and lots of cops.
Coops.
Yeah.
Sir, do you know why I pulled you over tonight?
I'm not, officer. I'm not shooting up heroin right now.
Sir, what's that needle hanging out of your arm for?
No, I just came back from the doctor, man.
Sir, I'm going to
I
have
think
that
they might.
step out of the car.
Oh no, not right now, man. I gotta get home, man. I gotta go pick up my kid too.
Put your hands where I can see him, sir.
So you guys are buzz racist.
Oh, I'm going to need some backup here. I got a man resisting arrest.
I'm running. Fuck yeah, I'm running.
He's going down I-95. It's 95 miles an hour. I'm going to need backup and some spike strips, and make sure you pick up my coffee on the way through. Sir, pull over immediately.
I remember when X Play did a skit on cops. It was a disturbance call, and it was Kratos fighting with Zelda. Link was crying in the corner.
Nice.
Russian roulette with Tingle was a thing too.
Yep.
Can't do it, man. I can't do it. You will do it, Tingle.
Oh, Tingle. I
So you
wish
guys-
you were a Smash Brothers character.
You guys like Christmas, right?
I love
No.
Christmas.
Everybody loves Christmas. What was
Humbug.
What was your favorite Christmas present ever?
Mm. You're asking me to go back on several years of Christmas, sir.
Yep.
I don't know.
Do it.
Got a 64 for Christmas
There.
with GoldenEye.
Damn.
I also got Game Boy Color for Christmas, the same Christmas that I got Ocarina of Time.
Jeez.
My dad always went like all out. It was kind of crazy. Oh, I also got an Xbox for Christmas.
The original?
Yeah. That is more my mom and my stepdad's doing, though.
For me, I'd say my GameCube.
I had to buy my own.
I have a feeling for all of us it's going to be something video game related.
Not me. I'm
No?
going to change the waves here.
How do you? You can go last then. Mine was my
Sounds good.
PlayStation that I got with Crash Bandicoot 3.
Yeah, I got. For me, it was my GameCube. I was probably. Whew. No, it was the year. No, it was the year the GameCube came out, and like
2000, I think. 2000 or
like-
2001. No. Yeah. No, N64 was still a thing in 2000 because of what was it? I think
Might have been 2002.
yeah, Majora's Mask was like in 2000.
I remember going to the store the day that came out to get it. I had to get the gold cartridge edition, and then I also
Yep.
had to buy an expansion pack to play it because I didn't have one for my N64. But
Yep.
anyway, yeah, my GameCube, and I got the promotional Zelda disc that had like all the like 4 different games on it and the demo of Wind Waker.
Because wasn't
I
that the
didn't get
first?
that.
No, PlayStation had already gone disc. That was
But-
because that was what the PS was. Was that around? Was that before PS2 or after PS2?
After. The Xbox and the GameCube came out pretty much like half a year to a year after the PS2 came out.
But I mean, that was a good one for me, and I still actually have a factory sealed promotional disc and whatnot of it. And I had a pretty ridiculous offer for it, but I can't get rid of it. It's like the heart of my collection.
I have the Master Quest.
I don't have that one, and that kind of disappoints me. Like, my little cousin has it, and he doesn't play his GameCube anymore, so I'm tempted to ask him if he like wants to sell it to me for like $30-40.
I don't have a GameCube.
How much is it actually worth?
I don't know. I haven't checked recently. I check like you typically once a year. I mean, the collector's edition that I had, the factory sealed one, the dude offered me close to $500 for it.
Jeez.
But his isn't factory sealed, but the case is in really good condition, and he still has like all the original books and the Nintendo Power subscription slip in there and everything. But yeah, that was my favorite Christmas, because that Christmas I got that game. I got Smash Brothers, Melee, and
Melee.
oh balls. I can't remember if I got something else. I just remember Smash Brothers, and I think I might have got Tales of Graces.
Symphonia, sir.
That's right. Yeah, it was Symphonia, because that was what kind of got me into the whole infatuation with the Tales series. Anyway, that's that. Next!
Well, you guys ready for mine?
Yep.
A Red Ryder BB gun.
Is your name Ralphie now?
No, I did not shoot my eye out. I shot a
Ralphie
lot
shot
of
his eye
birds.
out.
I shot his eye out.
I shot a lot of birds.
Lots and lots of birds.
Lots and lots of birds.
For some reason, I got thinking of Lucky Charms.
All the Lucky Charms.
In the world. What about
Through
you,
the years
Sam?
I got. Ooh.
Did Sam die?
No, I'm here. No, I said
Oh.
when I got my PlayStation.
All right. I'm sorry.
You didn't have no elaborate story with it. What are you, boring?
Well, all right. I got it when I finished primary school. Or what's the one you guys finished when you're like 11 or 12?
Elementary school?
Yeah, I
Because it's
just I
elementary.
just finished that and then got my PlayStation with Crash Bandicoot 3, but I could only play it for a few days because I had to go to Scout Jamboree.
Huh?
And so I spent most of the time like, I wish I was home playing on the PlayStation.
Well, see, when I had my PlayStation, it was at my dad's, and I only went up there every other weekend. So getting to play Final Fantasy VII like 1 or 2 days every 2 weeks was very painful. So your scout retreat thing that has nothing on that.
It was like 2 weeks I was there.
It's my
I think
phone.
that's the phone.
That sounds so familiar.
It might be.
It's better than mine. I got called an asshole over my message tone.
What do you have on your message tone?
You know the clank that happens in Destiny when the Hammer Titan fires his hammer up?
Oh, when everybody like runs away.
Yeah, it's screaming and crying, telling their pets goodbye and kissing their children goodnight for the last time.
I don't know if
was
that's going to be a thing now, since they did some work on the Titan.
everyone seems to be changing their focus to bitching at Warlocks now, but no, I was in Radio Shack one day, and, I was looking for, I forget what I was using there. I think it might have been for, like, a charge cable for something or another. But, I get up to the counter, and my message thing goes off, and the dude looks over the counter at me, and he's like, "You're one of those assholes now, aren't you?"
I would have just turned around. I was playing Titan way before this other subclass came out, so leave me be. But I guess everybody's going back to Defender and Striker. Probably more Striker since they have
Striker.
Commando Pro.
18.5% more Storm Fist damage.
Like you guys need it. Jeez.
We're like
Coming-
hitting Chris Redfield status at the moment. Before too long, before too long, we'll be punching boulders.
You know, fighting moons and everything else.
Chris. Oh man.
So I suppose to wrap things up, the only other thing I could think of was for those of us who've worked in retail over Christmas. Do you guys get busy over Christmas? Is it like a big, or is it more Black Friday?
It picks up noticeably throughout the entire month,
Yeah,
especially if you work in a mall.
Because I suppose, well, the main difference I can see between New Zealand and American shopping is that you guys have Black Friday, which is your big must buy all the things, and people sell shit at like 1,000,000,000% lower than it normally is. Whereas over here, it's actually the day after Christmas. It's we call it Boxing Day. Yeah, that's when we have all our sales and stuff like that. So
Well, the day after Christmas usually is when people stock up on Christmas items for next year, like decorations and stuff, because they're always greatly reduced.
Yep.
But outside that, that's like the big return day. So pretty much, Boxing Day, but none of this is that things are on sale. But around here, like Macy's, the big department store and all that, a couple other stores, they, about a week or 2 weeks before Christmas, will be open 24 hours.
good lord.
Yep. Just in case you can't do your shopping during the day, you can go at 4 in the morning.
Most of the malls are up until like 11 p.m. I think, from memory.
Yeah.
So
Usually up until 10, I think, here for Christmas.
now that you mention Macy's, and I have to ask this, am I the only one who gets slightly offended when I get just like a sweater for Christmas? I mean, not
Just
so
a
much
sweater?
anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, not anymore. Like when I was like
I don't know, like 11 to maybe, or between the ages of like 9 and
Well,
maybe 12.
that's the
If I
that's
just
the
if I
worst
just
gift you can give to a kid is giving him clothes for Christmas because he wants toys and video games. It's like
I
a
Right.
giant
appreciate clothes
slap
like
in the
crazy
face.
now.
right now it's like you give me a sweater, you could just give me a lottery ticket, give me a gift card, but you give me a fucking sweater. Why? But no, now it's like, oh shit, I got a T-shirt. Hell
It's like
yeah!
clothes. I don't have to buy them.
Yeah. Socks. Yes.
I had some with some holes. This will work out excellently.
No, no, I see socks and I'm like, no, because the cats get in the sock drawers and eat them.
Should probably get a spray bottle for that.
Down, kitty. Psst, psst, meow.
Oh, all you need is one of those Pikachu's at McDonald's because we tested that theory.
You ruined his day.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do. He tried to run, he just didn't know how at that point.
So you know how McDonald's is giving away those like Happy Meal toys, the Pokemons.
Not really,
Right.
but okay.
That Devin, how did you describe it best last night? What type of toy they were? They like those
They were
cars.
the
You
they
go
were
on.
the toys where they had like the stone in them, and the faster you turn like the wheels and stuff, the stone will actually spark. It's one of those toys, but it was in a Pikachu form, and his cat didn't like it at all.
He started hissing and like he poofed up like 10 times his size. Like Devin scared the shit out of him.
What is this?
The other cats were chill around it.
Well, Mog just doesn't care. Hell, you could pick that cat up by his tail and walk around the house, and he's like, "Ooh, attention."
I don't know, do you guys have any like horror stories or funny stories from working retail?
I not retail, but I do have a recent funny story.
Sure.
My hunting experience
All right.
by me. So a couple days ago, I went on a hunting trip. Well, mainly I went down to camp to go hunting with my nephew, but it was the night before we were getting ready to head out, and something necessarily wasn't agreeing with me the whole night before, and I was running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. And I'm gonna say this now: pooping on a foreign toilet that you're not used to pooping on is the worst experience ever.
Was it a porta potty?
Well, we're getting there. Now, to describe it, she has a ton, like, my grandmother has a lot of land, like acres upon acres upon acres of land. And down on, like, the edge of the woods, there's an outhouse. Now, like I said, I was feeling quite crummy. I've got the runs, but I still wanted to go hunting because that's what I'm there for. Nothing's ruining my day. So we get down the woods, and this is where it starts to sound like it's going to be something straight out of like a redneck comedy. So I have to go. So there I am running down to the outhouse, rifle in hand. And I'm like, fuck it. Here's the outhouse. This is where I'm sitting for deer. So needless to say, I hunted in the outhouse for like 45 minutes. Occasionally looking out one of the windows on the side. I'll tell you what, if some of them out dang old deer run past, they're going to blast them. Open up the door, look out the
I can
door a
see
little
it
bit.
now. Larry the Cable Guy.
He's getting
Oh.
it done.
All the meanwhile, it's like, hang on.
They got
Okay.
a bitchy one here. Here, tell you what.
Hang on, let me look out the windows a little bit. Nah, I don't see anything. And the whole time, I just want to imagine my nephew is like out in the woods. And he's like, yeah, I don't think he's getting any deer rolling up his way anytime soon.
Now they smell those foreign smells that aren't natural, and they're just like, oh fuck that, I'm gonna
Like run for the hills. It's here.
That's not berries.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. For the ultimate tool, you need to build a outhouse upwind. That's what you need to do.
need to put a toilet in one of those tree blinds, so like when I do my business, it just kind of like falls through the floor and splats on the ground. But
No.
anyway, back to nicer talks. That's not so vile and foul. That's that. The TLDR is I pretty much had to hunt from an outhouse for like 45 minutes.
Duty commenced.
Yeah. I don't know. The only real story I have back, well, it's a pretty sad one, is the fact that I had to work on Boxing Day one year because I was working in retail.
Oh,
do not
poor
wish
you.
No.
sir.
Hold on. And basically, because what happened was all my family was flying up to the Northern Ireland to visit family. So basically, on Christmas Eve, I flew up, spent Christmas with my family, and then on Boxing Day, I flew home and worked.
Yeah.
It's kind of depressing.
It was
I'm
kind of
sorry.
depressing. And I never worked in retail again.
You guys heard my one day of working in retail on the 4th of July, or close to it.
We've heard it. I don't know if you've told it on the podcast.
The short version is I basically told a lady who was cashing out to go fuck herself
Mm.
because she was an illiterate piece of shit. Like
See,
I
I
had
have too many stories for a podcast from working retail. So I just won't even start. Because they all make me angry.
Sure. Do you have a funny one?
Not that I can recall.
did you have that one kid that came and rearranged your whole food aisle? Like he was putting meatballs over in the spice section and putting toasters with the like frozen goods and whatnot. Like, did you ever have
See,
those
Christmas
people?
time now isn't bad. I don't have to deal with that kind of garbage.
We explained yesterday that you are the people that like to miss and match stuff in the aisles.
Basically, I'm the person if I find something and then find something better and have to replace something. It's like you're putting like cat food in the clothes section. Yeah, problem.
Oh, so
Why?
you're one of the assholes that go into a store, pick up a gallon of milk, and then you're walking through the store, you're like, I don't need this, and you just set it on a shelf.
Yup.
God damn it, that's such a fucking waste.
I don't do it with food though. It's typically like items like I'll pick up, I don't know, like a thing of like dish soap or laundry soap, and I'll be rolling through like the towel aisle later for whatever reason. It's like I don't need this anymore. Just stick the laundry soap on top of the towels and just go on with my business.
Well, somebody would probably actually see that and be like, hey, somebody's thinking of me. I wanted to get some towels, but I was also thinking I might need to wash them.
The towels. Buy one towel and get the towel soap free.
Well, I saw you got on the sign here if I use my Target Red card that if I buy the towels, I get the soap free.
Devin, you work in retail. You got anything funny or?
No, I'm always miserable about my job. There's nothing the funny goes on.
Do they
But
still
you
do that thing where you can buy full chickens at Christmas?
What?
What?
Oh,
Do
we
they
sell
not-
full chickens all the time.
Do they not do? Do they do that at KFC? I don't know. Because I remember I think it might have been here that like at Christmas they used to just sell a whole chicken.
Not at ours.
Yeah.
Ours are privately owned.
Maybe that's it.
We're not like the big KFC company.
But you could tell them about all the lovely people that come in 20 minutes after closing time.
Yeah, those people know. Just know.
Lock your doors.
They knock on the window. Are you guys open?
Look at the sign. What does it say? Ooh, 10
Are you guys
o'clock?
open?
What time is it now? 10:20? Well, can I come in? No!
Yeah.
Yeah,
No!
people do that.
Well,
People
I
ask
know.
if they can stuff.
I used to, when I used to work at the shoe store, it would on Sundays we would close at 5:30 or 6. It was 6 later on down the road. But Sundays were always the worst because I usually worked by myself, and people, for whatever reason, were always extra destructive. So I always ended up staying until like 7 o'clock just to clean up. And no, it would never fail. I'd be like 6:50 ish, and I'm like getting ready to get out of there, and I have people walk up to the door and start pulling on, and then they're like, tapping on the glass and stuff. It's like I'm almost an hour over when I should have been done, and you're still acting like I should let you in? Fuck off. Go die in a corner. If you needed shoes or something, I don't know. Do you actually need something? If not, then why the fuck are you really trying to get in here?
Like, how important are those shoes to you? Like an hour after closing.
Apparently, shoes are very important to people.
I wouldn't let them in unless they're shoeless. That's about it.
Even then, I wouldn't
Yeah.
let them in.
Well, even then, I'll be like, there's Kmart right over there. If you need shoes, you can get yourself a temporary pair of shoes. They'll probably only last a day anyways.
I mean, it's mostly the grocery stores around here that people go to after closing time. And I mean, even then, it's like, if someone's there to get, like, life essentials, like a gallon of milk and bread, that's one thing. But when they're there and just picking up, like, taking their sweet-ass time in every aisle, it's like, come on, like, just go. Pick shit up. Let's on with it.
Our store doesn't close.
You want those 24/7s?
Yeah, we closed at 4 o'clock on Thanksgiving and opened at probably 4 in the morning the next day. And then Christmas will be closed, but still. I think Christmas Eve we actually close early too.
The only
That's it.
store we have around here that's like never sleeps is Walmart, but because Walmart drives everything else out of business. We had like a Kmart down here and Ames, a whole bunch of other stuff, but Walmart drove them out of business.
Our store runs business away from Kroger, or not Kroger. God damn it, that's where I work. Walmart, because like Walmart just sucks. They just suck, plain and simple.
I wish we had more stores around here, but small town. Can't
You guys
ask for
have-
too much.
You guys have what, Gem in the gas station down there?
Jim in the
No,
Hall
we-
Grounds?
We don't even have Gems down here. We have the bar and the gas station and Benton's. That's about it.
I've never been down to Riverside there. Is it any good?
I never try the food. I go down there and play pool. That's about it.
Gotcha.
But if you want some good food, the gas station, it's under new management. They have some pretty good food and it's reasonably priced.
You know, it's always surprising how good, like, the occasional gas station food can be. Like,
I
that's
love
one thing
Sheets.
that's one thing that's always surprised me. You should go into, like, a gas station, they have, like, that spinning hot plate, and it's got, like, some questionable looking pizza on it, but you actually eat, like, take a bite of it, and you're like, this isn't a half bad pizza.
Snappy's in the morning. Every time since I open in the mornings, I always go to Snappy's before I go over because it's like right across the hall. They have breakfast pizza, and breakfast pizza is awesome. I used to eat in school all the time.
Fuck that. We used to go to, like, McDonald's every morning, get hot cakes and sausages.
Now you don't even have to go in the morning. You can go anytime.
Oh, that was the best thing to ever happen.
That's
The
The only
worst
thing is the only thing is that what I know is they don't have that much breakfast. They have like the egg McMuffin and everything else. They don't have their full breakfast menu. Which
Oh, they
kinda
still
makes me
have their
sad.
big breakfast available all day.
And they still have up here the one downtown and the one up by Sheets. Both of them have the burritos and the hotcakes up at all times. Hash browns.
I like the McGriddles. They're pretty tasty.
Those
those are
aren't
good.
available all day.
Those things are my go-to breakfast sandwich if I go to McDonald's.
Excuse me. I feel we've gotten quite sidetracked.
Indeed. My
That's
apologies.
probably a good point to actually wrap it up for the day, I think.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, we'll be seeing you another time.
Yep, probably
I'd be
in the new
2016
year.
by that point.
Yep, that's probably going to be the plan. There is some stuff coming. We're going to record some things. There'll be a few videos up before Christmas. We're going well.
And good news, everybody on the internet. I'm getting a decent computer.
Yay! That means we can finish
Hey.
Battle Block Theater.
It means that we can play other games like Broforce.
Yep.
And everybody should get themselves a copy of Who's Your Daddy because
That one will stick like. Don't give away too much though. It's a surprise.
Yep, and now we're getting even closer. I can actually say, "May the Force be with you."
Yes.
Right. That's this
a
week.
week away.
I'll be
This
holed
week
up in
for
my
us.
room.
I won't be seeing it right away. I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
have to
pretty
like
sold
not
out
look
around
at
here.
Twitter or anything for like a week.
Yeah, well, I don't always check on Twitter well, I can't say that. I've actually been checking Twitter more
When
than
I
I have
do-
actually Facebook.
Spoilers.
Choose to filter.
True.
Feel like say something that says
Everything
Star Wars
Star
just pretty
Wars.
fast.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever. I'll put some Final Fantasy VII gameplay over the top of this, so it gives me an excuse to play it.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
I hope that was interesting. I'm pretty sure I fucked up somewhere because I always do. Have a nice Christmas and New Year, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you in 2016. See you, everyone.
Yay!
Bye.
Later.
Later.
Later.